Namaskar friends, I welcome you all to video 11 of week 12. In this week we'll discuss about emerging technologies reshaping forensic linguistics. Friends, technology keeps changing the crime scene, and that's why it is very important that along with the crime, the way it's changing, it has been said that technology keeps changing the crime scene, and that's why it is important for the investigators to be updated, upgraded all the time. Look at the current scenario. It is said that every sunrise brings new technology. So we have to be very clear about upgrading ourselves. Friends, today we will step into the rapidly evolving world where new technologies don't just transform how people communicate, but they transform how crime is committed, how evidence is preserved, and how forensic linguists must respond to. As blockchain systems grow, quantum computing advances, and AI becomes nearly indistinguishable from human creativity, forensic linguists stand at the major turning point. We need to talk about blockchain for evidence integrity. It is altogether a new era of trust. Friends, blockchain offers something every forensic linguist values, that is immutability. Once a chat log, voice message, email, or digital threat note is preserved on a blockchain ledger, it cannot be altered without trace. Courts benefit from blockchain backed linguistic evidence because timestamps cannot be manipulated. Authorship chains become transparent. Chain of custody becomes tamper proof. Future investigations may preserve all question documents, transcripts, and metadata on secure distributed ledgers. When it comes to quantum computing, it breaks all old encryption and creating new possibilities. Friends, quantum computing will disrupt digital evidence. Old encryption standards may fail, making historic linguistic data vulnerable. At the same time, quantum encryption will protect future evidence with unprecedented security. Forensic linguists must be prepared to handle a world where massive linguistic data sets decrypt instantly. Voice and text evidence from decades ago may resurface. Quantum secure communication requires new forensic strategies. Quantum shifts will require quantum ready linguistic analysis. When it comes to hyper-realistic AI, when machines write, speak, and deceive like humans, truly speaking, friends, this is going to be the biggest concern of the next decade, and that is hyper-realistic AI. You'll be surprised to know that it can create synthetic ransom notes, voice clone threatening calls, deepfake conversation transcripts, and entirely machine-generated hate campaigns. Forensic linguists will act as a primary defense, identifying subtle semantic drift, unnatural discourse sequencing, and stylistic anomalies that reveal non-human authorship. Friends, advanced NLP tools will definitely help in enhancing human expertise, but they cannot replace it. NLP systems will become more powerful by enabling instant semantic tagging for large corpora, automated deception indicators, cross-language authorship comparisons, and advanced discourse mapping. But even with these tools, the experts becomes more important. Why? Because the technology can detect anomalies. It cannot interpret it. Only humans can interpret the anomalies detected by the system. The humans can interpret intentions, can interpret emotions, can interpret cultural nuances, and moreover, it can predict, interpret pragmatic meanings. Friends, forensic linguists will move toward a hybrid model where machines process and humans interpret. Let's talk about the most fascinating area, that is voice cloning. Friends, voice biometrics and forensic phonetics in the age of cloud voices. Let's deep digger into it. Friends, voice cloning technologies challenge traditional voice identification. Yet they also open opportunities for multi-layered acoustic analysis, AI-assisted phonetic segmentations, or we can say cross-checking articulatory patterns. Experts will examine micro variations that cloning algorithms fail to mimic. The future of forensic phonetics lies in identifying human inconsistency, something no systematic system can fully replicate. Friends, smart forensic systems will monitor linguistic evidence automatically. It includes automated extraction from devices, AI-based contamination alerts, real-time logging of evidence movement. Such systems reduce human error and strengthen reliability. Digital automation ensures that every transformation in the evidence journey is recorded, time-stamped and authenticated. If it is done in that case, we can see that the smart evidence preservation, when it goes through automated chain of custody systems. I can even visualize the AR VR in the courtroom. Just imagine augmented reality and virtual reality in the courtrooms. The future courtrooms may use AR VR to demonstrate about how a conversation unfolded, how tone changes across the chat thread, multilingual and misinterpretation points, contextual meaning shifts. This immersive presentation will help judges and juries understand linguistic behavior, emotional manipulation, and narrative flow within digital conversations. Friends, reinforcement learning models study how people adapt their language based on feedback. Criminals already adjust phishing scripts, grooming tone, or radical messaging depending on victim reaction. The future forensic linguist will analyze linguistic adaptation over time, reward based deception strategies, behavior conditioned communication pathways. These adds a psychological dimension to authorship analysis. Let's talk about hyper personalized crimes. When offenders use AI to tailor communication. With access to personal data, offenders may create messages that match a victim's linguistic style, emotional vulnerability, or cultural background. These AI personalized crimes challenge traditional profiling. For that, the linguistic experts will have to study emotional mimicry patterns, synthetic empathy cues, contextually personalized persuasion strategies. This represents a new frontier in cybercrime analysis. Imagine the future lab. Yes, I'm talking about the forensic linguistic lab of the future. AI automatically extracts forensic relevant features. Voice clone detectors run in real time. Global corpora support instant comparison. Blockchain logs secure every step. And quantum safe networks store sensitive communication evidence. Experts supervise high performance systems using technology as an extension of their analytical judgment. We are talking about the ethical and legal responsibilities in the high-tech era. Friends, as evidence technologies become complex, experts must prevent over-reliance on automated tools. Governments must guard against surveillance abuse. Courts must avoid misinterpreting technical outputs. And institutions must ensure linguistic rights remain central. Ethical literacy becomes as essential as technological literacy. Friends, the future is fast, and the linguists must be faster. Emerging technologies will transform how we detect deception, preserve evidence, authenticate communication, and present linguistic findings in court. Friends, I'm very much grateful to you for walking through this video session with me. In the next video of week 12, we'll tie all these elements together and imagine what a fully integrated, globally aligned forensic linguistic ecosystems might look like. Until I catch you in the last video of week 12, stay tuned with me. I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, thank you very much. Jai Hind.